Well, hello there. What is up? Commando here. Welcome to my TLC predictions, and this is going to be a very different video compared to what if the news that came out last night hadn't came out. This would be a very different video. Last night just was like just changed a lot of things for this show. A lot of people go nuts about this. Kurt Angle is now returning to the ring. And then bloody AJ Styles is going to face Finn Balor because Roman and Finn and Bray have some medical problems apparently. Meningitis is sort of spreading the locker room, so some people are out like Bray, Bo, and JoJo. Although JoJo's mom said on Twitter that it wasn't because of that, so I don't know. Maybe they're just keeping her off just in case she has it or in case she gets it, because her and Bray are, clanging and banging, so chance to spread there. I don't know. But when this came out, I just shocked the hell out of me. Like when I seen it, I came back. I was away getting a drink. I comes back. I refresh the page, and I'm just like, what? What? It just totally shocked the hell out of me. And it's same thing seemed to be for everybody else too. Everybody was going nuts about this. So yeah, let's get to it. And the title of the video would be very different as well, because I was going to make a thing about going on about the themed pay-per-views. You know how, what's the point of a themed pay-per-view if only one match has a stipulation? It just doesn't make sense to me. Well, while we're on topic, let's just get on to that topic before we get into the matches. I don't understand the point of a themed pay-per-view like TLC or Extreme Rules if all or at least most of the matches aren't stipulation based. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get that at all. And this whole thing about them scrambling to get the Kurt Angle and that, well, this wouldn't be an issue if you didn't have 40 odd pay-per-views a year. It just wouldn't. This is an unnecessary pay-per-view in my opinion. But I'm still interested for, Kurt Angle and AJ Styles Finn Balor matches. So first off, we have Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox on the pre-show. Just sort of got started this week. They were making a big deal out of like, oh, this started last week, and I'm like, what the hell even happened last week? And Sasha beat Alicia or something. She made her tap out, and I was like, oh, okay. And they were acting like this was like the biggest deal ever. And then I think Sasha beat her again, because could possibly have Sasha lose to Alicia. And then Alicia attacked her backstage. So now they're going to have another match at the pre-show. Would make sense for Alicia to win, but I doubt they will. And there was also a thing, because loads of people are, walking out and not very happy with WWE right now. Neville's left, and he's very unlikely to come back. He's had enough. And the thing is, he's been pissed since January. Back when he was Cruiserweight Champion. He's been pissed off since then, and he wanted to leave then. And he finally had enough with the Enzo thing. So the fact that he was Cruiserweight Champion that long and was so pissed off is kind of insane to me. But he didn't like, the WrestleMania, being left off the WrestleMania card and being left off the DVD and all this stuff. Same sort of reason for Austin Aries, and he's not happy with bloody his pay. Like, he could get more pay working the indies, so he's had enough. I can't really say I blame him, but I am sad to see him go because he's great, and he's proved himself to be an awesome heel and great on the mic since becoming heel. But anyways, this match, Sasha Banks versus Fox. And Nia Jax, she's leaving. She's, well, not leaving, but she's taking a leave of absence. Apparently, she wants more money. She's not happy with the way she's booked. Apparently, don't know if this is true. Apparently, that's one of the main reasons, and she has a lot more leverage because she's related to The Rock. That was what they were saying. Anywho's, it was supposed to be Sasha versus Nia, but now it's Sasha versus Alicia. But we've seen Sasha versus Nia tons of times, so I'm okay with this Sasha Alicia thing. But yeah, I imagine Sasha will win, so yeah, there's that. Moving on, we have Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James. Kind of surprised this is the top match on here on Wikipedia. But we have Alexa versus Mickie, and I quite enjoyed the build up to this. I thought it was good. Kind of weird that they kept going on about how Mickie is old and all this stuff, but I think Mickie looks better now than she did, 10 years ago. I think she looks amazing. I think she looks great, and she can still wrestle. Just let her. She had a lot of awesome matches in TNA, so I think she's definitely capable of more than what we're seeing right here and it's quite sad to see the reaction she gets on the shows because, well, they treat her like shit. But yeah, I thought the build-up's been pretty good. I thought it's been good. It was kind of crap this past week. I think they just had like a tag match, you know, the obligatory woman tag match we gotta have every week. But I think she did have a promo or something afterwards. I can't really remember. But yeah, I would imagine Alexa will win. Yeah, I don't see Mickey winning. Would I like to see Mickey win? Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So Alexa for the win. Now we have Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins versus The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Kane. Now, it was originally Roman, but he's out, so Kurt Angle's now in, which does sort of go with the storyline. Kind of surprised that they shoved him in there, but it happened, and I'm not against it. But Kane's return this week on Raw was awesome and shocked the hell out of me, and I loved it. I just didn't see it coming, and it was just amazing. I loved it. It was so good. He comes in and he does 2 choke slams to Roman and a tombstone, and then Strowman hits 2 power slams, and Reigns still kicked out. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't have been that surprised if that happened, but no, Braun did pin him after that. But it was cool to see 2 monsters standing beside each other in Braun and Kane. Although you can tell Kane is, you know, he's a bit older. Braun is just a much faster version of him, at least right now. Maybe Kane would have been a bit better back in his heyday, but yeah, it was really cool to see 2 dominant beasts standing tall next to each other. And I imagine the whole reason for Kane attacking Roman was, or at least the reason they'll go with, is that he wanted revenge on Roman Reigns for taking out the Undertaker. Even though Kane tried like 3 times and lost at WrestleMania, but you know, shit happens. He's still his bro. Now, because this is the only stipulation match, I think this needs to go like at least half an hour, and it just needs to be insane. It just needs to be destructive and loads of weapons involved and loads of craziness. Maybe not so much for Kurt Angle because, you know, he's had his problems in the past. But I do think that this needs to be an awesome, insane match because it's the only stipulation match. Like, what's the point of this TLC thing if we have no ladder matches, we have no chairs matches, or no disqualification matches, or tables matches, or anything? You know, you could have really spiced up this show. Like, obviously, Asuka match doesn't need to be one, but you could have done something for Kalisto and Enzo. Could even done something for the cruiserweight tag match. Finn and AJ now doesn't really need it, but still, I think they should have, you know, done what they normally do. But hey, logic. I don't know. It wouldn't really make sense for Kurt and that to win because they're all going against 5 people. But I don't know. I don't know. And I imagine if they do lose, I mean, people will be like, "Oh, why are you making Kurt lose in his return?" Blah, 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 blah. I think I am still going to stick with Strowman and his crew. I've enjoyed what they're doing there. And also, people complain about the Strowman Reigns matches, how they happen a lot, but they're very good. So I don't have an issue with that at all. You wouldn't have seen that quality of match between those two if it was Strowman versus Dean or Strowman versus Seth. I just don't think you would have. Maybe Seth, but I don't think you would have gotten the same with Dean. So yeah, there's that. There's my thoughts on that. Now we have Asuka versus Emma. They've sort of been building to it for a little bit. I think they said they wanted it to be Sasha or something at one point. I may be wrong. Or Nia. I can't remember. There was something. But then they went with Emma so they could build it up. Which was just a promo. A shitty little promo this week. And maybe she was involved in that tag match thing with Alexa. I can't remember. But yeah, I imagine Asuka will just destroy Emma. They had a good match at NXT TakeOver London a couple of years ago. It was my favourite match of that show, by far. I remember I didn't like the rest of the show that much. But yeah, I think this, if allowed to be, it could be a great match. But I doubt it will be because, well, you've seen Emma the last 3 years on the main roster. But this will be the start of Asuka getting ruined. Sorry, but it will. You could say, oh well, you'd be a bit optimistic, but have you seen the last 4 or 5 years? All the NXT call-ups? Shinsuke's already ruined. He's only been here like 5 months. So yeah, I imagine this is the start of Asuka. They'll probably ever lose to someone like Alicia Fox or something, you know. Typical Vince. I could see something stupid like that happening. But anyways, yeah, I imagine she will win here. Moving on, Kalisto and Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight title. Kalisto's now the Cruiserweight champion. Well, he beat Enzo a couple of weeks ago, which was a surprise. But Enzo is my favourite person for promos right now in WWE. Nobody even comes close. He's amazing. And 205 Live is a lot better for it because we always get a promo at the start, and he's just so good. Like I was just sitting there watching it this week, and I'm like, this is just so damn good. Like he's just good. He's just so good on the mic. It's amazing. And he's made things a lot better. Like Kalisto, he sucks on the mic. Okay, he's had his chance. He sucks on the mic. From his lucha thing a year ago to now, he sucks. He sucks. Like, you gotta give people a chance. Well, he's had his chance and he sucks. Like, you gotta give people the freedom that Enzo has. Just give them a chance, you know. I think someone like a Cedric Alexander could be great. Like so many others, just give them a chance to be themselves, you know. Like Enzo, I doubt there's much of what he's saying is scripted by someone else, or maybe he has just like a bullet point of where to go, and he just, you know, does the rest. I wish they would let more people do that. You know, more people would succeed. But yeah, he's amazing. I love Enzo. I think he's great. I love this new push, this new storyline. It's just totally changed him for me, because a while ago I didn't like Enzo. I was sick of him, and I just didn't like him. Well, now I love what they're doing. I think it's great, and I thought they were setting up for it seems to me like they're setting up for a Survivor Series Cruiserweight tag match, which I think is pretty cool. But they didn't even follow up on it on 205 Live. Like on Raw, he comes out and he's got like his bunch of heels from 205, and they're all beating up Kalisto. It was actually a pretty cool moment. And then they didn't really follow up on it. I thought, oh, something will happen in the tag match main event, but no. I was expecting people to come out and beat the shit out of them, but no, they didn't. Just Kalisto and Mustafa won. But yeah, I thought that was odd. But it seems like they are setting up for the Survivor Series thing, so that's pretty cool. Maybe that'll be the pre-show, because since they like to shove the cruiserweights on there. But still, I'm not against that. I'm not against it being on the pre-shows. Just, you know, let them wrestle. I would like to see Enzo win the title back, and I heard that's what they were going to do. Maybe Kalisto was sort of won just for it to be a surprise. It was when Kalisto won, Neville was supposed to face Enzo in a lumberjack match and lose, and apparently that was the straw that broke the camel's back, or whatever that saying is. That was enough for Neville, apparently. But he's been pissed for a while. But I would like to see Enzo win. But either way, as long as we get him, you know, doing his awesome promos, I have no issues. Moving on, we have. Did I make a prediction? I'll go Enzo. We have Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann versus Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick. And it's when they announced it, they said it was on the pre-show, but now it's not. It's just on the main show. So this is what happens when, you know, you cram everyone into one match, which that's another thing. You've got like 3 matches into one there, essentially, maybe even 4. Like, you're taking away another Miz match, again, further ruining the Intercontinental title, in my opinion. People are like, oh, when Miz has it means something. Oh, when he has a promo, it means something. Well, no, it doesn't. Just because he says he's the greatest Intercontinental champion, or he has a good promo, that doesn't mean he's a good Intercontinental champion. There needs to be storylines and feuds around the title. Like the thing with Ziggler a year ago was good. It was good until you have Dolph win it, and then you don't book him. You didn't book him as fucking champ, and then you just lose it again to the Miz, and well, that was it. They don't make it important enough, in my opinion. It should be a big deal, and it's not. But then you have the tag titles in there. Again, I thought they were going to put all the titles on the line. Imagine doing something like that, do something different. Have all the titles on the line, and whoever grabs the title is champion. So imagine bloody Strowman and bloody like Reigns or something got the tag titles. Just could you imagine how cool and different that would be. That would just insane. That would be. That would have been bloody cool if something like that happened. But yeah. Anyways, kind of went on a bit of a rant there. We have Cedric in this tag match. He's been building for a while. You know the story with Cedric. And Gallagher and Kendrick. Swan got thrown in this week after his little feud with TGP, which I thought they had a good match. The 2 out of 3 falls, and I was surprised to see Rich Swan getting the full 2 falls. No, just the clean sweep. TG didn't get a win, but it was a really good match. But yeah, this one I'd imagine Cedric and that'll win, but won't be against either team winning. I like what they're doing with Jack. He's a heel. They've been doing good stuff there, and he wrestles in his suit and that. It's pretty cool. And Brian Kendrick's always awesome. He's great on the mic. I like him a lot. Yeah, I imagine Cedric that'll win. It's just kind of random, It's kind of random match. You just don't expect this on the pay-per-view at all. But like I said, unnecessary pay-per-view. So I'll go with Cedric in that for the win. And then finally, we have Finn versus AJ Styles. Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Now, it could be a great match. It could. There's a fair chance it will be. I'm not saying it will, but it could be. I don't want to get my hopes up because, I'll just be disappointed. But there's potential there for a great match. But I prefer to have a very different conversation because it was going to be the Demon versus Sister Abigail. Finn has got this new thing where he looks like a pumpkin, sort of, which he looks badass. I'm okay with that. That's fine. My issue is Bray Wyatt with a cloth over his head and someone playing with a voice changer editor is Sister Abigail. That's fucking pathetic. And initially it was like this fucking robotic voice, like the week it happened. And then this week they changed it to a more like feminine voice. I was like, this is just such bullshit. Like, you could have went so many other ways with this, and then this is the way you go? Chuck a fucking cloth on Bray's head and now he's a woman? Fuck off. And then bloody, like, just when you think they can't ruin Bray more, they find a way to redeem themselves and they fucking do it. It's like, come on. So, and this is a bit of a blessing in disguise, bloody Bray getting this disease or whatever it is, medical condition, and we'll now get Finn versus AJ. It's kind of surprised to see AJ, but there's nobody else on the Raw roster that could have really replaced Bray, and well, Finn versus AJ is a very cool thing. And apparently Kevin Owens is also taken off the SmackDown tour. Some people are saying it could be because of this. Like, it says personal reasons, that's what WWE said, but I imagine it's just in case any more people come down with this meningitis infection thing. So as for this match, well, I don't know who'll win. I would imagine Finn as his Demon would win, but honestly it could go either way. I just hope it's a great match. This could be Finn's best match. He's against AJ Styles. This could be his best match on the main roster, and possibly NXT too. This could really, this could be good. It really could be good. AJ's known for getting some good matches. So yeah, I'll go Finn as the Demon. People are saying like the club could get involved. I don't know, because AJ's on SmackDown. I don't want to see, him go to Raw. I don't know, I'd like them to stay on SmackDown. So I don't think they'll really do anything that would be, storyline like that. Unless it's going to lead to something at Survivor Series. That's the only sort of thing I could see. Like maybe the club come out and they're like, oh yeah, AJ, and then they beat AJ up, because they're part of Raw or something. Maybe something like that could happen. It would lead to something at Survivor Series, because apparently that's what Survivor Series is now going to be. It's like all about Raw versus SmackDown again. Like bloody Jinder's going to face Brock Lesnar. That'll be interesting to see how the hell they're going to go about that. But yeah, there's my TLC predictions. Like I said, very different show compared to what it was 24 hours ago, or what it was going to look like 24 hours ago. So yeah, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you for my review. I also have a day off on Monday, so awesome. And I also will be able to have a day off, a full day off for the rest of the pay-per-views for the rest of the year, because I've worked extra days, so I now will be able to take a full day as opposed to a half day, which is good. So might say perfect. So I'll get a good sleep then, instead of going to work on no sleep and being up for like over 24 hours straight. Awesome. That's it. See you later.